and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little day in the life of me. I'm Billy No Mates today. Mum's away and Georgia and everybody's working, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you what I'd get up to in a typical day by myself. So yeah, as you've seen, I'm just made breakfast, so I'm going to munch that and then we will make a start on the day. Okay, so I've just arrived at the yard. Just got to unload the not the shaving Charlotte, unload the haylage and then top up their nets and bring the boys in. Okay, so this is the haylage that we buy. It's Leverton Farm Feeds Equine H, dust-free haylage feed for horses, and the boys absolutely love it. I thought I'd just show you how easy it is to open up the bales and what the haylage looks like inside. So it's literally just, not very good at this one-handed, like that. And then I always cut. Oh, I'm not even getting this in shot, am I? And then down there, down there, and there it is. There's no strings in there, so it's really easy to pull out. It smells lush and the boys absolutely love it. So that's all the hay nets filled, not up to the brim, but just a bit for them to munch on. And time to go and get the boys in. Got Dylan's head collar. We'll grab him first. He's separate to the other three because he's just a little bit nasty in the field. Ever since he had his little issue not loading when we went cross country school and back in May, he was paired up with Gus for a little while, being at the kennels, and then when we came back and turned them all out together, he was a bully, so we had to separate them. Come babes, time to come in. You're probably hot now, aren't you, with your rugs on? Come on, good boy. Hello, good boy. Right, I have to put you on the floor to put your collar on because I can't do that one-handed. Oh, good boy. Right, let's go again. Come on, babes. Good boy at you. Hey, come on. Follow the leader, eh, Dales? Oh, put your collar on a bit pissed up, didn't I? Good boy. Now, I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you around the yard and to meet the boys. So this is our feed room, feed room. So we keep the tools there, the haylage, got a tack pack there. The rugs that I did organise are now a complete mess. And oh, it's really dark, you can't really see, but there. I'm not very good at this, is the feed bins. This is the tack room. That's for the solar panels. Then I've got boxes down there which are full of bits and bobs. I've still not put animals away, naughty me. Coats and bridles, saddles up there. More boxes with stuff stored in, and hats and sticks go up there. So we haven't got anything fancy here, it's just stuck on a wall really. I'll just take you down to the sand school. It's not huge, it's not rectangular, it's more square, but it does the job for what we want to do. It's nothing fancy, like I said, it's just like quarry sand. It's not sea sand, not rubber or anything, but I'll just go around. There we go. It does look bigger on camera than what it actually is, but yeah, that's the sand school. That's the rake. Got a few jumps and what have you, but yeah, nothing too fancy. So I'll show you the boys now. So we're just going to go into Paddy. Paddy is Mum's old retired boy. Go back, Pads. He is Irish Draft. Oh, can shut the door. He's 17-1 and he's 25 next month. Dear, as I said, he's retired now. He's a little bit pottery, has a bit of side bone on his front legs. So he goes a bit lame. So through the winter we feed him Danilon, which is a more expensive version of Butte because he won't actually eat the Butte. I'll just flip and show you a better view of him, not back to front. I don't think he's looking too bad for 25. He's just the companion pony. We have got I'll show his back foot, the Equistreams magnetic bands on him. One up there, one up there. We do alternate them, but I was a bit sceptical to start with because they didn't seem to be doing much. It took a good month or so, but they seem to be helping him. He doesn't seem nowhere near as stiff, so I would recommend buying them for your old boys and girls or anyone who's a little bit arthritic. Hey, Pads. So next we have Dylan. Obviously Dylan's featured on the channel quite a lot recently. That dirty old mark is from where he was sweating under his rug. Whoopsie. Hey, babes. So yeah, Dylan is a Cob Cross thoroughbred. He is 12 years old, and he's about 15-1. Just flip you around. So yeah, horrible dirty spotty patch, but he's coming on really well. It's taken a while. Takes a lot for him to build trust. He's quite a nervy horse, but yeah, he's coming on really well. I'm really pleased with how he's doing at the moment. But obviously the haylage is too good to come and say hello to. Wow, obviously over my shoulder is Pickles, Lily, and Gus is the grey. Let's go to Wickle Woo first. Pickles is a Irish sports horse, cross thoroughbred. He is about 16. I've never measured him properly. He's probably touching 17 hands. He is 10 years old. Yeah, he's 10. He is the one who won't load. But we'll flip you over and go in with him. So you're the one who won't load, aren't you, you naughty boy? Right. But she's very pretty. Aren't you? Right, go back for me. Go back. Good boy. Obviously something's taking your fancy, isn't it? Ooh. So yeah, this is Pickles. Now I've just had a reading done on Pickles, or animal communication, to try and find out why he won't load. And it was actually really interesting, and it turns out that it's not him being stubborn or being ignorant. But I'll explain more when we go out for a ride. Last but not least, Misery Guts, Gus. Gus is 11 years old. He is an Irish Draft cross thoroughbred. He's about 16-1, so he's a little bit smaller than Pickles, but I think Pickles is high just because he's got a high wither. But Gussie never wants to smile for the camera, do you, boy? Eh? But we'll turn you around and show you what he looks. Oh, zoom out again. Oh, that's in. Whoops. Right. Can you go back, Mr. Misery Guts? Go back. Back, please. Good boy. Back. 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 Good boy. Yeah, so there's Gussie. Obviously, he's not interested today. But yeah, and he's quite fat from his grass that they've gone on to. But yeah, it's not much to say about you, is there? Because you're being miserable and won't take part. But yeah, Gussie's also featured on the channel recently with Georgia. Georgia mainly rides Gus. Because she don't want to ride the others. Don't know why, I think they're lovely. But Georgia and Gus have their partnership, and then I have Pickles and Dylan. But obviously you can't see him because he's too interested in the hay. I've just tied Pickles up because he's a right old fidget when it comes to grooming. I'm going to give him... Oh, I'm not very good at this. There we go. Give him a quick groom, brush his mane, pick out his feet, and then tuck up and go for a ride. Okay, so that's Pickles all tacked up. It's very subdued today. Watch out, let me see. You can't really see much, but he's very quiet and a good boy. I just forgot to film it. Oopsie. Anyway, time to get myself ready. Okay, so after watching that back, you can't really see what I'm wearing, but I have a Charles Owen skull cap with a Shire's Equiflector hat silk, although it's very faded and very dirty, and just a general pink, well it's pink, but tabard for reflective so we can be seen. But anyway, let's get Pickles out and go riding. Good boy. Good boy. Ooh. Good boy. So I've just come off the road onto a little, well, I suppose you call it bridleway, public footpath ride, and come on and talk to you about Pickles' communication. So I was at my wit's end with his loading, and I honestly thought he was being just pig ignorant and stubborn. But after I had his communication done with Tranquil Touch Aquaring Therapy, the lady's called Sarah, it turns out that one, he is sore over his back into his pelvis and is possibly out, which I had no idea of. He's not showing any signs of pain or discomfort. I mean, I'm riding now obviously, and he's happy. He's not fussed. I did have a canter back there, as you would have seen, just to see if he felt different, now that I know that there's a possibility that he's not right on his back, but he felt just the same as normal. I also need to get my saddle checked, because apparently that is has dropped a bit on the left side. So I mean, I've never had it checked, and that's really bad on my part, but I've never had cause of concern before. But I guess it just goes to prove that not everything's always as it seems. Now when it comes to the loading, stop speaking pics. When it comes to the loading, he's actually just afraid of the ramp. Now our old lorry, which you would have seen in the driveway, looks like an old cow lorry. Not impressed with it really, didn't like it, but when we first had Pickles, we didn't have any rubber matting on the ramp. It was just like the checker plate with the chunk blocks of wood, you know, to stop them slipping all the way. And apparently, because he is sensitive to noise, he didn't like the clattering and banging. And I guess now he's associated that with all ramps, and that is why he is afraid. He likes to go places apparently, and he enjoys riding. Well, as you can see, this is yeah, he enjoys riding. He likes to go places, and he knows that he's got to go in the ramp. Obviously, he doesn't like it in the ramp, up the ramp, but he doesn't like it. Now, he also told Sarah in the communication that it's uncomfortable when he's travelling. So, like when they shift their weight side to side, and obviously that would also relate to him being out or in pain over his back somewhere, discomfort. So obviously that will discourage him going into the trailer if he's uncomfortable with travelling in it. So obviously now I've found that out, I'm going to get him all checked over, get my saddle checked. So she suggested seeing a chiro, but I think I'll get the vet to check him first, and then see if there's someone specific that he requires, and not just someone I find on the internet. Because I want the best for him. And Sarah also picked up that I could be twisted somewhere, so she suggested that I go and see a chiro as well. She said I could be twisted in my pelvis, because it's his left side that's mainly sore, and I often find myself when I'm riding always shifting my weight to the right. Now whether it's because I'm wonky on my left side and lean that way, so I feel the need to straighten up by pushing to the right, I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I wasn't expecting to hear, to be honest, but all things that are fixable, luckily. So I'm just hoping that once he's had his MOT, he'll be happier, and hopefully he'll want to go in the trailer, because like I say, apparently he does enjoy going out. But no, it's really interesting actually. I've sent off a piece of his mane along with Dylan to another lady who does these types of readings, just to see if the same thing comes back. I mean, originally I was just going to do it for Dylan because he gets so anxious and worked up about things, but I thought, well, I'll do Pickles at the same time and see what she says. I mean, and if they come back saying the same thing, then obviously, you know, it is true, it's not a load of gobbledygook. But yeah, definitely worth, if you've got any issues with your own horses, I'll put a little link or a bit of something on the screen here to send you to her Facebook page if you want to take a look and get in touch with her. All you have to do is just send her a photo of your horse, looking at the side on, looking at the camera with no tack, you know, just the head collar to hold him, and with no people in it, and then she'll do the reading or the communication from that. But yeah, it's definitely worth a try if you've got issues, or if you just want to connect with your horse and speak to it, because that's what she does. She gets into their energy and then has a conversation with them and finds out what's the problem. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing, and I'm interested to see what my next reading comes back like, and getting the boy fixed. We don't end up in heat now, but the old cows is over there. Pickles' worst nightmare. Hey, you don't like them, do you? Blowing a gale, so you might not even be able to hear me right now, but it's keeping the flies away at least. What is it, babes? They don't care about you. No, they don't. But the view up here is lovely. It is hazy down west. If it was nice weather, you'd be able to see it all, but it's beautiful. Oh, they're right there, babes. They're right there. boy. Good boy. And we're home. Oh, come on. Oh, Lily Flop. Princess. Lily Flop. You gonna talk? Lils? No? No, he's mugging me off. Right. Get off then. Oh. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy. Okay, so we've just got back from our hack. Pickles enjoyed himself, I think. Did you, babes? Did you enjoy yourself? Good boy. Right, time to get you washed off because you're a bit sweaty, aren't you? Let me see. Yeah, a bit sweaty. Let's get you washed off now. Good boy. You boop. Depending on how sweaty they are is how much I wash them off. So obviously Pickles today, he's got quite sweaty over his back. So I'm going to use, and it's quite a hot day actually. Sometimes I just like rinse them with the hose. But it's quite a hot day today. So I'm going to use the NAF cooling wash when I get out the cupboard. The right one and not the full one. Yeah, so I'm going to use the NAF cooling wash to give him a rinse off because it's actually quite warm today. There is a breeze, but it's quite warm. So, yeah, all you do is, oh God, if I fill it up, put some water in the bucket. He's not that sweaty, so I'm not going to put loads in. Some in there. And wash it off. Luckily, it's a non-rinse formula, so you just wash it on and leave it and cools them down lovely. Done it, hey? So yeah, all I do is just wipe him over. So because he's not really sweaty, but it's just nice to cool him off. Isn't it, eh? Oh. I know, you don't like being wiped off. Good boy. Oh yes, no, you don't like it. You've got to have it done. You've got to have it done. Yeah. So now that Pickles has been washed off, oh my hat's wonky. I give them another spray of fly spray, which we use the Char.B and Martin Fly Guard Extra Strength, so it has more DEET in it. These bottles are actually really good because they're huge, but I suppose that means they're more money. They still don't really last as long with 4 horses having it sprayed, but we find that this is quite a good spray and the smell lingers for longer. But you know, I sprayed them before I went out riding, and I'm going to spray them again now. I don't think fly sprays just don't last as long anymore. They are good, but for not very long, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we'll give them a quick spray. Gussie's turn to go out now. I won't record, you know, brushing him and tucking him up and all that malarkey because, well, I've done all that with Pickles. But I'll record some of her ride. It's going to be very repetitive, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go the same route with all of them. But I'll film like different bits of it so you can see where we went. But yeah, get going with him now. So before I get on, I thought I would talk you through Gussie's tack. I mean, all of our horses have got really basic tack. We haven't got nothing fancy. We haven't got fancy saddles, fancy breastplates, fancy bridles and all that malarkey. We're just pretty bog standard really. So I thought while he's there looking miserable, I would talk you through. Okay, so he's going to keep moving and won't just stand still. So we'll start with the bridle. So we've been having a few control issues with Gussie recently. not that bad that he's taken off and going crazy, but we thought we'd try a few different things. So originally we tried putting him in a grackle just to see if having different areas on his face or mouth, I don't know what you call it, but to different points that stop his jaw from opening. We thought we could try that. Not sure if it's any good or not. We've tried different bits. So he's just in a really bog standard baby snaffle to start with, but he's becoming more keen as time's gone on. So then we tried I think it's half cheek belcher, you know, the snaffle with like, it looks like a D, small ring at the top, bigger ring at the bottom, but we weren't sure if that was much good. So now we've tried a Wilkie. We don't want to put anything really strong in his mouth because, you know, he's not strong all the time, he's just very keen. But obviously Georgia had this bit in at the hunter trial last week. Stand still, Gussie. But she didn't have much control then. But anyway, we've booked in to have a bitting clinic for Gussie and Dylan, because Dylan, he's good, but he shakes his head a lot and, you know, chucks his head in the air and what have you when I'm trying to hold him back. Gussie, stop creeping. Go back, please. Nothing like raw footage. Anyway, so we'll go on to the breastplate. He just has a bog standard breastplate, no 5-point nonsense, with a bib. Gussie holds his head in quite tight when he's keen and on the go, so we thought a bib would be better than just a normal martingale. And then his saddle, he just has a GP saddle. It's a Falcon. I'm afraid I'll correct the light. Yeah, just a standard one. No fancy stirrups, just plain old boring tack. Oh, Gussie, stop creeping. It does the job for us. I mean, we're not out there doing big competitions where we need to have fancy tack or anything. Gus, for goodness sake, just stand still. Everyone else's horse will stand, but you won't. Stand still. Thank you. Someone's caught his eye. But anyway, this is just our normal tack, really. Yeah, suits us. 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes up the road. I'm having a pee stop. Your favourite spot, isn't it, Gussie? Hey? I say 5 minutes, more like 30 seconds. You're always spook at that, don't you? Scary sign. Thank you. Down here is where we have what we call the little cross-country course, where a few jumps have been set up. I don't think the cows are around, so I should be able to jump them, but I'll try filming. But Gussie's hell of a keen, and I don't know if I'll be able to hold him one-handed. Hey Gus, you know where you're going, don't you, boy? Hey? So, that doesn't look as big as what it does on camera, but we'll have a go at this first. If he'll play ball. Hopefully I can hold him, or this could go badly. See? Good boy! Was that fun? Did you like it jumping? Hopefully you do the next bit and I will be able to hold you, because I didn't feel like I could that well. You are quite a strong one-handed young boy. And I don't jump him. Very rarely. But we did it. Let's try this. This could all go terribly wrong. time to go riding. I didn't film anything to do with Dylan because my phone is, well, got 11% battery. I've just stuck it in the car to charge it, but it's charged slow and not fast, so I haven't really gained much. But I'll film a little bit of Dylan's ride, but it's going to be exactly the same as the other two. I don't know how much more I can show you of that really, but yeah, Dill's turn. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you. That's a good boy, Dills. I haven't said anything about the traffic, but we get loads of heavy traffic around here, and the boys are actually really good with traffic. Loads of heavy vehicles, and they don't seem to bat an eyelid at it. Although there's a tractor coming, so this could be a bit more interesting. I don't know. Good boy. Go on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Thanks. Good boy. Go on. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you. Good lad. Good boy. Come on, you've been past that before. I'm just in the car because my phone went completely dead. I couldn't film anything with untacking Dylan, washing him off or tying the boys out because my phone would only charge slowly, which meant it stayed on 1% for ages. But the boys are out in the field now. I'm going to go home and have some dinner. It's currently 3:20, so it's a bit late for dinner and I'm actually really thirsty. But I'll catch up with you again when I come back down later to put their rugs on. So it's a few hours later. It's now 6:30. I've come back down to the stables to put the boys' rugs back on. Whoop, catch the wheelbarrow. Because it is getting a bit chillier in the evenings now and the midgies get around and bug them, so I like to put their rugs on. Maybe I'm a bit soft. Never mind. Skilled. Could go wrong, mind. Hi, Dales. You good boy. Oh, the flies are bugging you, aren't they? Should I put your rug on now, babes? Get off it. Right, let's put your rug on then. What are you doing, Paddy? You itching in the bush? Come here and I'll put your rug on. Come here, boys. Right, looks like I'm coming to them. never work with animals or children. For God's sake. You lot are pains in the backsides. You have to give up on this. You're up to no good, mister. Aren't you? You up to no good? Will you stand still for me to do it? Hmm? Good boy. Come here then. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Oh, don't rub on me, Nonna, you're massive. Why? It's the size of your head. It's the size of my body. Good boy. Are all done in their rugs, cosy, and that's the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me. It's a bit of a spontaneous vlog, but I just thought it was something to do while I was on my own. If you did enjoy watching, do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you for the hunter trial, which is on the weekend. Thank you for watching. Bye.